Have you ever heard of the Akashic Records? Hi, I'm Sonya, the Wealth Expansion Coach. I'm here to help you build your wealthiest business that supports your healthiest life. I work with this modality called the Akashic Records, or what I like to call soul guidance. I want to explain a little bit about it today because more and more people, I think, are coming around to it or hearing this term Akashic Records and don't understand exactly what it is. And I want to explain it to you today and also say that when you're ready to learn about it, it's the right time. So if you've been hearing about it, but you're like, I don't really get it, or I'm not called to learn more, then that's fine. But if now you're like, I have that ping, I have that urge, that inkling that I'm ready to learn about it, then perfect. You are right on divine time. So the Akashic Records are this collective cosmic wisdom that everyone has access to. So no gatekeeping. Anyone can learn to access them. And you may have even been accessing them without realizing it. It's really the most powerful thing that I've come across in my lifetime, and I've explored lots of spiritual modalities, and that's not to throw any shade at anyone else or any other modalities. I love all the things, but the Akashic Records are really cool because it is like I said, a collective wisdom that you can tap into to get guidance and information and wisdom and healing, not only for yourself, but for any soul and entity on earth. And disclaimer, no one's allowed to just tap into anyone's records. You're supposed to have permission. So don't go around trying to read people's records who haven't given you permission. We have ethics and standards here, okay? But you can learn to read your own records, and there are different processes for learning how to access them. I learned from a great teacher, and she learned from a woman named Linda Howe, who has a great book on the Akashic Records as well. So you can absolutely start there, check it out if you're called to it. But I was telling someone on a podcast the other night, go learn how you feel called to learn. So when I was first called to the Akashic Records, I knew that I just wanted to learn from someone else. I didn't feel called to go learn from a book or look anything up online. I just knew a friend who had taken a course, and she connected me with her teacher, and I signed up for the course, and that was it. Go learn about it however you feel called. And if you need recommendations for a teacher or other books, feel free to shoot me a message. The messages and information and wisdom comes through what we call the masters, teachers, and loved ones. And we can tap into past lives. We can get guidance for our present lives. And what I like to describe the Akashic Records as is like the documentary of your soul. It's the story of your soul since it incarnated here. And so there's probably many, many lifetimes that your soul has been through. And there's just so much information and love that comes through from your soul guides. And that's something that's really important to note too, is that it is all love and light there. And that's not to say that when we tap into past lives that there haven't been traumatic incidents or challenges or really painful things. But the way that everything comes through is in a very neutral and loving energy. So it's never scary. And while it can be intense, there's truly just love and non-judgment and just a lot of healing that comes through just from accessing this wisdom, just from accessing this energy, or as they say, like being in the records. And so I find even for myself doing readings for clients, it's very healing for me. It's very energizing for me. I always feel better after. And so it's a really beautiful experience, whether you're having someone read for you or you decide to learn yourself, read for yourself, read for others. It's just a very healing experience. And some of the things that you can learn from your Akashic Records are about patterns that you hold, illogical fears that you hold. You can learn from your past lives and really understand yourself better. Create more love, self-love, trust in yourself, build your intuition, build your confidence. It's a really beautiful tool for understanding you and accepting you with all of your gifts and complexities. And you can ask your soul guides for information on any topic. So when I do readings for people, I always say, disclaimer, I'm not a medical, a financial, or a legal professional, but you can ask on any topic. And especially when you're reading for yourself, you can get into all kinds of things. And so it's such an honor for me to do these readings for people. And even though I work with business owners, Obviously, they're humans first. And so there's all kinds of topics that come up. We can get into relationships, being like love partners or love possibilities, as well as like current marriages and partnerships, also family members, relationships like that. We can ask about your business. We can ask about the best way to connect with your clients, about the marketing, about your offers, your pricing. We can get into guidance around mindset and healing perspectives and getting a different lens to think about things through. We can ask all about, how to overcome challenges or how to release anger, jealousy, how to manage grief, how to manage our own energy, right? How to manage like busy schedules. A lot of times people ask about the best way to support their kids. So there's just a huge variety of guidance and information that you can get from the records. And some really cool things are that your business is its own entity, so we can do readings just for your business as well. You can also learn to read the records and read them for like homes, buildings, places, spaces. So it really is super expansive tool for understanding and interpreting and accepting and loving this planet that we're on, this body that you're in, this business that you run, all of the things. So if you haven't had an experience with the Akashic Records and you are interested, I have a couple ways for people to come in and get a reading, whether that's private, one-to-one, or I do these group soul sessions, I call them, that happen just about every month. And they're a really lovely, accessible way to try out some soul guidance. It's a small group and everyone gets to ask a couple questions. We do a little energy healing meditation, a little open coaching, and it's such a powerful way to talk to your soul guides. I bring things through unfiltered, so my job is to just be the clear channel. And you ask the questions, I send them up to your soul guides, they send the information back down. How I receive the messages is a combination of seeing in my mind's eye, hearing, feeling, and then just the claircognizant knowing. And so I relay the messages to you. You're welcome to interpret them. And they're really spot on. They're highly tangible, practical, actionable, as well as just really supportive. And generally people walk away feeling super like calm and grounded and supportive and expansive and really clear on, what they want to do next, how they're going to move forward. And it's just the best kind of experience. So, sign up if you want a reading one-to-one or you want to join in on a group soul session. All the links are on my website and I would love to see you.